Opening Vox channel. Establishing connection. Feed beginning in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, welcome to the Real Heresy Hours Podcast. We are not dead yet. Yeah, it's been a while. We're not dead yet.
GW's been kind of dead, but I'm gonna shut y'all up real quick because Ragnar Blackmane.
Damn it! I wanted to do that at the end, but okay, fine.
No,
fine. Okay.
I'm happy.
Please clean up your lap now. Okay, so since that's got spoiled, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go right to the news because basically a lot of big things happened. Starting off with, after literally weeks of hyping it up, we finally got Ghazskull motherfucking Thraka's model. And it looks awesome.
Sexy lad. Thick. Hang on.
He's very thick.
We need to pull up the Anthony Fantano clip, because damn, boy, he's thick, boy.
Yeah, I should have put that on the soundboard. But yeah, he's massive. If based off some rough scaling people have done, he looks to be about as tall as Gilliman and about 3 times as... Oh, what? Alright, we lost you.
Discord bugs.
Okay. Anyway, to continue what I'm saying, he looks about as tall as Gilliman, but...
Taller.
A little bit taller than Gilliman, but much thicker.
He is a wide boy, dude. Also, Locust, I told you this before, but I think I'm psychic now, because you see... The day before that news dropped, I'm walking home, and I'm thinking, orcs loot a lot of shit. I'm surprised they haven't made, what a storm bolter is to a bolt gun, but, a heavy bolter version of that. Like a double or quad barrel heavy bolter. And then Ghazskull comes in, quad bolter on his arm-looking ass. Beautiful boy.
Yeah, he looks awesome. Quad barrel cannon, massive arm. It looks like he's riding a dreadnought. I actually wouldn't be surprised if that's what that is.
It looks like his body is a dreadnought.
That's what I mean. Also, if you notice, he actually has legs. His legs are still there. He has a whole new body. So yeah, that's scary. He's I wouldn't be surprised if he's hit Primorc status now, because wow, he's big.
He's gigantic. And he's dead.
No, he's not.
Well, yeah, not really.
No, because orcs, you can do whatever the fuck they want. So basically,
they can basically regenerate from anything.
Basically, what will happen if you decapitate an orc and a doc will usually just put it on another body and then it'll be back up. So that's probably what they did.
Or they just put it back in his own body.
Or that.
That would make more sense. But holy shit, dude.
He looks awesome. It
looks amazing.
We haven't gotten rules for him yet, but I can only imagine they're going to be devastating. He has to be Lord of War. You're not just
no, 100%. He's big. No, I forget if this is true or not, but I think there was a thing where GW said that Abaddon was going to be their biggest HQ. Either Abaddon or the Tau Commanders. The Tau Commanders in suits are their biggest HQs. Anything bigger than that is either an elite or a Lord of War.
Abaddon is definitely bigger than them. Tau HQs are not that big.
No, I mean the Tau Commanders, the Commanders in suits.
Yeah,
those guys are big.
Not that big. Not Abaddon big. I see them regularly. Farsight, for example, is not.
No. That's not the Tau Commander I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Tau Mech Commanders.
Farsight's in a mech.
My man. Okay, I'm sending you this on the server. Okay. This is the guy I'm talking about. This Tau Commander.
It's not a...
That's an HQ.
Wait, I don't think that's an HQ.
That is. It's sold as trust me, it is. It's as big as a Trigon.
Tau Empire Commander. Hold on, I'm checking battle. Okay, just to
check Battle Scribe.
Okay, just so people know what we're talking about. Void is basically saying the Tau Battle Commander Tau Empire Commander, that model.
There are two. This model can build one of two commanders. I have them in my listing. Let me check Battlescrap for the name. I think they're called Cold Star Commanders. They are huge.
I don't think it's that big though. Hold on.
Yeah, it's Commander in XV86 Cold Star Battlesuit, as well as a Commander in XV85 Enforcer Battlesuit. They are huge.
All right, that is big. Never mind. I got proven wrong.
Yeah.
I've never seen them because a friend of mine actually plays Tau, and I've never seen him use this. To be fair, he uses Farsight Enclave now anyway, and that's scary. May I add? Farsight is actually scary. He hits on a 2.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, do you want to hear something terrifying as well? Speaking of hitting on a 2, let me introduce you to Deathwatch Captain. I'm trying to remember his name.
We're getting off topic though.
I'm gonna just say this real quick.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. We got shit to talk about. Anyway, so we got Ghazskull, who's has been hyped up for weeks. Like just him. We even got his little sidekick Makari. He's been hyped, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're sold together.
100%. Are you kidding me?
This has been hyped up for so long, and then earlier in the week, we also we're told we're probably getting Ragnar. So Ragnar just kind of slipped in.
No, it wasn't really that. It was more like they told us, y'all are getting Space Wolves, and I'm out here like salivating, like, what is it? And then this was hilarious. I'm on a Discord server for Space Wolf players, and Ragnar goes out of stock. And then everyone, like, what's it called? This guy posts the link, it tags everybody. It's like, yo, it's happening. Ragnar's off sale. Like, Ragnar's sold out. And then everyone's hyping, and this one buzzkill comes in, and he's like, oh, if I had $1 for every single time that a model went off sale, and then people thought that it was going to be a revamp, I'd probably be able to buy Games Workshop 3 times over now. And then everyone floods him with messages of the link, and when you click on the link, it just brings you to a 404. Yeah, AKA a page not found, a page is taken down. Only time this happened was with the Sisters of Battle.
But to be fair, we knew that was happening.
Yeah, and then this happened, page goes down, and everyone's like, okay, nope, that's confirmation, it's happening. And then Ragnar comes out. Oh, beautiful boy. Holy shit.
The memes of it came out are hilarious, too, if you've seen them.
I haven't, but, like, what I love...
Basically, since Ragnar looks like he's holding a tennis racket, they've edited it so that way it looks like Thraka's shooting tennis balls. And
oh, yeah, I've seen it.
And also, someone brought this up, too. Ghazskull looks like Maui from Moana. So
yeah,
edits of Maui. It's great.
No, great. The thing with Ragnar's pose that I love is like it's so heroic. Him just like leaping forward off of this thing, and there's like a bunch of like orc skulls on the ground.
It's a fucking Aquila again. Damn it!
What?
Okay, you know how there's the symbol of the Imperium is the double-headed eagle.
Yeah.
Okay, me and a friend of mine have noticed this with almost every single new model that's come out. They're always standing on a fucking Aquila or the symbol. They're always standing on it. Shadowsun was standing on one too. It's like, why? Is there just an abundance of these things? Can they stand on something like a rock? Can it not be that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what Ragnar stands on. No, not Ragnar. Ghazskull.
That's not what he's standing on. I'm looking at it now. He's standing on a building. Ragnar's standing on it. Shadowsun standing.
It makes sense. It makes sense for Ragnar to stand on it. Shadowsun
standing on it. Oh, Ragnar's standing on it. Yeah, sorry, I meant
no. Like it doesn't make sense for what's her name for Shadowsun.
Why not?
Because she's not Empire. It makes sense for an Imperium model to be standing on an Aquila.
Well, it's a destroyed Aquila.
But yeah. Anyways, it still makes sense.
No, but the reason she's standing on it is because in the Greater Good story, the Fifth Sphere expansion.
Oh yeah, they're fighting.
Ashmil Tarim, yeah.
Yeah, okay, never mind. That makes sense too.
Which, fun fact, I asked my friend, that basically failed. They are in control of a city, but that's about it. So that failed. Yeah, so many, like, are they just going to sell a kill box like their skull box now? Like, really? Come on.
Honestly, to this day, I will die saying this. Abaddon is the nicest model in the entire thing, not only because of the model itself, but also because of the fact that he has an actual diorama base, which is great. Well, a semi-diorama base.
What?
His base was actually decorated. It's not like just an Aquila. There's like a dead space marine and an Aquila and a bunch of stuff. No, Guilliman too. Yeah,
there are a bunch of models that are decorated bases. What are you on about?
Not completely. What I mean is, there's a difference from having, like, for example, you have
the Farseer, whose entire base is decorated?
No. You have models that have base decorations, but not decorated bases. What I mean is, an example is, I have him, I can't remember, Marneus Calgar. His model, you have like a Tyranid skull, and you have like some rubble you can put on the ground. But like Guilliman and Abaddon, those are their models. It's not decorations, it's the base.
What about Mortarion?
Okay, those are Lords of War, and yes, that applies to them too. But Lords of War, you kind of expect that from them.
I feel like you're making excuses now.
Oh, one thing's a Lord of War, another thing's an HQ, like Abaddon. Because it's very rare for you to find Abaddon, like what's it called, HQs with very that are that good looking. That's what I mean.
Fair enough, but I'm now going through all this to find. Oh, okay. Shadowseer has decorated base.
I'm not okay.
That's
no.
HQ.
Difference from Locust. Difference from decorated base to diorama base. Decorated base.
Okay. Hold on. The Triumph of Saint Catherine. What about that?
Fuck is that model?
Look it up.
Triumph of Saint Catherine
with a K.
Yeah, I know. That's Saint Catherine. Yeah, that's one too. Then the second one I've seen. Then counting Abaddon.
Okay, that's that. I'm
and obviously, and a lot of things from Age of Sigmar also have dioramic bases.
Librarian Dreadnought, but I'm not going to go too far into that one because that one's a bit iffy.
What?
The Librarian Dreadnought, kind of. I'm not really sure if I want to count that though.
Let me see. No,
yeah,
that's not a diorama base. That's just a bit of a fancier base. But what I mean is like Mortarion.
Brood Lord.
Well, I'm not even sure if I count that for Mortarion. I'm not sure if I count that as a base because that's actually part of his model, kind of.
Okay, Brood Lord / Cavan Shrike. Sorry.
Oh, Cavan Shrike?
Yeah, he's got that big building he stands on.
Okay, yeah, Shrike and
Drazar.
The Brood Lord. What?
Drazar.
No, Brood Lord doesn't count. That's not what I mean by diorama base.
Drazar, then.
How do you spell that?
Drazhar.
Drazar counts, yeah. Well,
Mephiston.
Yeah. Mephiston?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Primaris Lieutenant in Phobos armor.
No, I have him.
No, not the one you have.
No. I know the different one, and also no, that's not what a diorama base is.
I know.
No. What I mean is by diorama bases, to put into perspective, look at the Primarch models from Forge World. Those are all dioramic bases. They're very decorated.
I know.
Having a building or like a little step stool that they have. No. Having, something that looks like part of a model like Abaddon or not really Mortarion, but like Guilliman, where you have like really dead bodies.
Okay.
No, because Mortarion looks like it's part of him, kind of. Like, is it like shards on the ground and some Nurglings, which are everywhere in Deathwatch models.
All right. But anyway, we're getting very off topic here.
Yeah.
Point is threat. Yeah, Ragnar has a model. It's cool. I don't care that much about it. I personally I love Ghazskull. I wish Yerrick got at least a bit of a shout out.
No,
this whole thing. At least a shout out. He didn't need a model.
Okay, yeah, okay. I've already said this to Locust. It's a debate we were having before even recording, where everyone who's saying Yerrick should have been the one to kill Thraka. I disagree from what I read.
Hold on, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, you motherfucker. That's not what I said. I said it would have made more sense to have Yerrick in the Psychic Awakening, because yes, I'm okay with Ragnar being the one to decapitate Thraka, but Yerrick has the longest standing history with Ghazskull. Ghazskull is aware of who he is, they actually respect each other on some point, and Yerrick actually survived fighting this guy multiple times.
But
I'm just saying,
old Thraka, not new Thraka. That's the thing that I'm trying to say.
I'm just saying it would have been cool. It would have been cool. Maybe have Yerrick die in this. I don't know. As a side note,
I feel like if Yerrick died, people would be really pissed off.
maybe. But I do want to say one thing though.
Mm-hmm.
In the Psychic Awakening, generally the lore for Psychic Awakening's been whatever, with a few exceptions. If they're not going to make it so way Ghazskull loses this Psychic Awakening, they're not going to do that. Like, Ghazskull has been by far the most hyped model we've gotten all year, and you're going to make him lose to Ragnar. Even people who like Ragnar do not think Ghazskull should win this.
Yeah,
they think Ghazskull should win this. There's no way.
In my opinion, just have it end in a draw.
No,
that's what I say.
No, that's boring as shit.
No. The reason I say make it end in a draw is because what other big figurehead character do the orcs have? That's
technically what's his name from Dawn of War 3, but that is canon, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but like even then, it's very like loose, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, no, 100% don't kill him, but also like to have Ragnar, and like to have Ragnar not like have been missing for so long, and then they finally find him, and then he dies. It would be equally as gut punchy to the Space Wolf players.
But, like, have him heavily lose. Maybe he goes into a coma. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Have it end in a draw. I know that's what I mean. Have it end in a draw. Meaning,
I'm saying, Ghazskull and the orcs defeat Ragnar. He doesn't die, but the Space Wolves lose and have to evacuate the planet. Thus, Ghazskull winning and proving strengthening his Wa and making his whole new model worth it. Because think about it, Ragnar was in this whole thing has been very much an afterthought. Even people who like the new model prefer Ghazskull, and everyone agrees Thraka should win this. You can't, and Thraka, I also want to point this out, it's a lot more fucking important than Ragnar is. Okay? Because Ghazskull is behind the biggest Wa in 40k. Almost as big as the Beast. Not to mention, he's like that chosen champion of the gods. Ragnar isn't. Ragnar is not. Okay? He's not even on Mephiston's level. He's not even chief.
He is the second in command of the Space Wolves.
I'm just okay. He's still not that important. It's not like he's done it other than decapitating Thraka or Ghazskull, which slightly impressive. Doesn't mean he's like
slightly. I mean, big boy Thraka.
Fuck Ragnar. That's my point.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is like killing him would be a huge kick to the groin, and
I'm fine with it.
Like if he died, a lot of people would be pissed off. It'd basically be like killing Mephiston after he comes back.
Don't kill him. Just don't make him win.
What I say is like
he ends in defeat. It ends in defeat.
That's the thing. He wouldn't That's the thing. With how Ragnar has taken this, he wouldn't run away. He went to fight Thraka with him and 12 other dudes, basically. It was only him and his elites. He wouldn't back off. He would die before he backed off. So that's why I say have it end in a draw where the Space Wolves theoretically lose, but it's not like Thraka boots them off the planet. It's more like he cuts off Thraka, he wears the Wog down a little bit, but the Wog weighs him down more, and then someone else has to come in and rescue them.
No.
Don't make it so that they run away. That would completely undermine the entirety of Ragnar's arc. That would be the equivalent of having I don't know.
But you're saying, let's let Ragnar's not gonna go anywhere. He's a fucking orc. When have they ever even though Ragnar's smarter than most orcs, he's not gonna be we're just gonna abandon the planet. Ragnar,
you mean
Thraka.
No, I'm not saying he's gonna abandon the planet. I'm saying that they're both gonna kick each other's ass, but those Space Wolves are gonna get their ass kicked more than the orcs. Okay. And what'll happen is then let's say Logan Grimnar, along with Bjorn and a bunch of the other wolves go in, rescue Ragnar before he kills himself. And during that, technically, Thraka gets the win, but it's not like Thraka boots them off and makes them run away. That will completely undermine the whole thing.
Fine.
So that's what I mean by ending a quote-unquote draw. One didn't beat the other, technically.
Okay, fine. As long as we don't... Okay. So you're saying you basically want this to become the Orc Tyranid system V2, then?
What do you mean?
Basically, there's a system of planets that basically the Inquisition herded a entire hive fleet into this orc empire. So now those two factions are just continuously warring against each other, and both are getting stronger and stronger. And the orcs there are reaching like Thraka's level of strength. So it's just this system of orcs that are getting stronger fighting Tyranids, and Tyranids getting stronger fighting orcs, and neither side's winning because they're the Tyranids and orcs, so they just keep getting stronger and stronger, both of them. And the Inquisition's just kind of watching the system like, okay, we want to see what's going to happen, but at the same time, this could end terribly. Turn off Google Home. I forget to turn off my Google Home every time.
Good job. No, that's not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is basically like, have it be so like Thraka doesn't get gets his ass kicked. Ragnar is like on the brink of death, and like one of the space was like, yeah, we need backup, and then Logan's like, no, you don't get backup, you get evacuated. And then Logan and Bjorn like rally up all of the missing like all of the wolves there.
You're bringing Bjorn into this?
I'm saying Logan or Bjorn, someone.
Logan. It's not gonna be Bjorn.
Yeah, like I don't know, Logan or Bjorn, someone goes in, gets them all, brings them back to Fenris, and then what's it called? And then Thraka's like, oh shit, they're running away, take the planet over.
I'm just imagining Logan fucking like Ragnar's about to be fucking stabbed and shot by Thraka, and then Logan comes in with his motherfucking land boat.
The land boat and the two wolves, and just grabs like one of those like stage canes and just yoinks him onto the boat.
Yeah, it's just like all while yelling ho ho ho.
Logan is 40k Santa. Changed my mind.
Yeah. Insert TTS joke here. Anyway,
honestly though, he's a really good looking model.
He is.
I love it.
But yeah, so that was like arguably the biggest news we got this week. Well, actually, sorry, this is technically the second biggest news we got this week. There's one more piece I'm saving till the end that I didn't tell Void what it is. You people might know what it is. He doesn't, and he's gonna be pissed.
Before that, though, my fucking boyo, gene stealing some bitch. Not gene stealing. Fuck.
What?
Gene seed stealing some bitch.
No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're talking about this. Okay.
We're talking about him.
Okay. So
because that's gonna lead into. Actually, no. Let's not. Let's talk about him last, just because it's gonna lead into the lore recap of this episode.
Well, we'll talk about him eventually, but yeah. So, in other news, just kind of list off some stuff that's less important. The new Siege of Terra book got announced. It's called Fury of Magnus the Red. Fury of Magnus. I'm actually, I still gotta catch up with Horus Heresy. They'll lead into Siege of Terra.
Yeah.
Do you know what Horus Heresy is? You know what Horus Heresy is, but
well, yeah, of course I know what the fucking Horus Heresy is, but I know about the book series. I haven't read it yet.
Okay. Basically, fun fact: Horus Heresy has actually ended the series finally after years. It's finally ended.
Damn.
But it started the Siege of Terra novels.
Okay.
Which are essentially just the final books. Like,
yeah, it's like Naruto. It's like Naruto and then the War arc.
Except, good.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, I like the War arc, and we also got.
I hate it.
We're not talking about Naruto.
Yeah, I know. We're not talking about. This is a Warhammer podcast, not Naruto podcast.
So we also got some new Necromunda stuff.
Yeah, there were some new models that got announced.
Like the new Necromunda models look cool. I don't play Necromunda. One of them is like this woman with a robotic dog, which looks like it'll make a really cool kit bash. But other than that, it looks pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, there's what's it called? Yeah, there's like the new models, the Lack gang. I think the Cotter gang is also new. I'm not too sure.
Well, they're not new gangs, they're just new models.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So there's that. One actually pretty good thing is, oh, thank goodness they finally did this. We got announcement about some new Sisters models. Well, new Sisters, we got to show them off. They're called Adeptus Sororitas Seraphim and Zeraphim models. Basically, they're flying Adeptus Sororitas.
What are they called?
They're only in the news. They're not released yet, but they're called the
Seraphim
and Zephyrim models.
Let me see.
Basically, flying sisters.
Do you got a link to that? Because I can.
Yeah, I'll send you it. And it looks like they can be equipped with like stuff like bolt pistols, a flamer, and plasma pistol, which is cool. But also the biggest thing.
Oh, yeah, Seraphim and Zephyrim.
I just said that. And also, more importantly, alternate heads for Sisters of Battle. Not just the one Bob haircut. We have actual alternative heads now.
That's actually, yay. I like that.
Because before people were using like Stormcast AOS models. Because I like Sisters of Battle, but they all got the same damn haircut. And I don't
like that. It's like how I don't like. I kind of get why basically every single like Space Marine has the same head. Kind of. Where like they're all either shaved, like, well, at least the Primaris models, they're all either shaved or have like the one stripe down the middle.
Yeah,
but like you have but they have helmets, and the helmets look really different.
Mm. They also mainly have their helmets either they don't usually wear helmets.
Yeah.
So people have been using like the Stormcast or whatever fucking models heads for them. Because in their new codex, they have like all these cool looks, like bald and like all these different haircuts. And then meanwhile, we still get the stupid bobs, which I like the bobs, but still. There's also some additional
bobs
stuff.
On everything is kind of shitty.
Yeah. There's some other stuff like some icons, purity seals, whatever. That's less important. Just new fucking heads. And I do like actually, I had an idea for this, and I've seen some people do it. Is Khorne worshipping Sisters of Battle.
Huh?
Like people came up with the idea of it.
Like sorority, like chaotic, like heretic sororitas.
Yeah, who worship Khorne.
Honestly,
that'd be cool.
I'd vibe with that.
There's already like an Astra Militarum group that follow Khorne, so.
I mean, there's an Astra Militarum group that follows anything.
What?
There's fucking Tau Astra Militarum.
Well, it's not an Astra Militarum, but yeah. Excuse me. Yeah.
Anyways, what is this news that you said that's gonna piss me off?
Well, first let's actually talk about. I do want to talk about the other thing. So, also this week we got some new like Adeptus Titanicus news. We're not going to cover that because we don't play Adeptus Titanicus. But
I don't even know the rules of Titanicus. What it even is about.
The other thing is we got some images of a new model coming out. Some that
Gamma.
Yeah, some that feature a lab coat made of skin, some tools,
and a syringe, and some like scissors and stuff. And this guy
with him,
who's like stealing gene seeds out of boys, right. And everyone with a brain knows that it's Fabius Bile.
Yeah. So I'm very excited about this because, okay, first off, Fabius Bile's model is fucking old. Okay,
it is currently the third oldest model in the library. I'm pretty sure.
What's second? I know first is
well, technically Fabius is second because Fabius is second. Third is technically Lucius because Lucius was recast.
Okay.
But like Fabius is one of the oldest that they've been using like since his first original casting.
And first is Warp Spiders. All we know is that it's the War of the Spider. That's what his campaign's apparently being called. I got excited because I thought it was the newly found Warp Spider Phoenix Lord, which it's not. But yeah, it's still cool. So, in case people were wondering, like, oh, it might not be Fabius. No, it's Fabius. And in the trailer they released, you can clearly see his bald head, and like, there's too much here. Even on Facebook, to someone being salty, this is hilarious. To someone being salty about this whole thing, they actually responded with a Fabius Bile quote about imperfection. So. Yeah, it's Bile. So
I'm very excited for Bile coming out because of the prospect of maybe us actually getting fucking Slaanesh Marines.
Yeah, if Emperor's Children get there's no way that they're not just going to release Bile and not come out with the Emperor's Children Codex. There's no way that's not happening. They have to be doing that, and if we get models for them, even better. And I'm hoping we get reworked Noise Marines because Noise Marines in current 8th edition are fucking terrible.
Anthem with your fancy little gadgets, you are able to ignore the ability of cover. So can like 30 other things.
Yeah, like Noise Marines being able to do that doesn't matter. And also their Anthem of the Apocalypse ability isn't even very good.
No, it isn't.
It's like, oh cool, you're dying, but I'm dying, but I'm going to shoot you in case and maybe take one of you out with me with a shitty gun.
Yeah.
Also, Sonic Dreadnoughts are terrible.
Yeah, because sonic weapons are terrible.
It's like I want them to bring back Maybe make 2 versions of Noise Marines or Ains, like how Death Guard have all their variations. Make it that way. Okay, you have the noise, the sonic weapons that maybe do something different, and you have the elegant swordsman. Like, or what the fuck? Like, there's so many different types of Emperor's Children. The sadistic elegant swordsman and the crazy noise blasting ones. Make both possible. It's not like World Eaters. Well, first off, World Eaters, their berserkers need to be fixed anyway. That way, they're not just melee only.
Yeah,
they have heavy guns. They have heavy guns.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be the berserkers. That should be a different model.
Still, they need to fix.
In my opinion, Terminators.
They need to fix World Leaders anyway, but for now, we don't know if that's happening, but at least Emperor's Children are probably happening. Hopefully, I really hope this is what this leads to. I really hope we get improved models. Because, again, the other thing is, people are saying this might be Primaris Chaos Marines. I really don't think that's what this is going to be.
Because, I doubt it. That would be so dumb.
Because we just got new models for them, and also...
And the other thing is...
in their own way.
And the other thing is, like, Primaris Marines aren't made from, like, an Ultra Gene Seed or anything like that. They were made by, what's his name? Belisarius.
Belisarius Cawl, yeah.
Yeah, they were made by Belisarius Cawl.
Before they were made before Gilman went unconscious.
Really?
So, yeah, they were. The project was started.
Oh no, yeah, the project was started before, but they were completed around the time that Gilman came back.
Well, no, they were completed a while ago, but Cawl couldn't do it without Gilman.
Yeah,
they were done and in stasis, ready. That's why That's why all of a sudden all these chapters got new Marines right away. Is because Gilman had it all set to go.
Yeah,
it's just he took his power.
Belisarius, yeah. Like, everything was set to go on,
but he couldn't because Belisarius Cawl couldn't do it because he's controversial as shit.
Yeah. Like, no one will actually trust him, and then Gilman comes in with his golden hair, happy boy face. He's like, "Hey, new models."
Fuck you, girly man. Yeah, fun fact. That's what my local calls him. We refuse to call him Gilliman because no one plays Ultramarines at where we are. Actually, sorry, there's one person, but he doesn't even play. He plays them, but yeah.
Yo, talk shit about my Ultramarines and you get smacked. I fucking hate them more, but I love them in tabletop. I live in this like Schrodinger's cat over like this. I'm Schrodinger's Ultramarine. I'm Schrodinger's Ultra Smurf because I love them in tabletop because Sounds of Gilliman is such a good ability and their models are so well, like they look so good, but in lore, they're so basic.
Not to mention, out of every single faction in 40k, generally plot armor isn't a thing in the novels. Except with them. Oh, I'm Ghazskull. I'm just gonna fucking murder shit and not die. Oh,
I'm trying to remember his name. Hang on.
Yes, that was a PTS joke. Yes, I did just quote PTS.
I can't remember it. Hang on. There was this one fucking meme that somebody said on the Discord server, like the Warhammer 40k server, where it's like this one author who was like super biased towards the Ultramarines, and the whole meme was like, "Oh, whatever his name is bad. Can I get upvotes now?" Because he perpetuated a lot of the like Ultramarine plot armor. I think he was like a fifth or sixth edition writer or something like that. But like everyone hated it.
I mean, it can't be worse than what's the book called?
End Times.
No. There's
fuck the End Times.
No, nothing is hold on. Nothing is worse than Ian Watson's Draco book.
Nothing is worse than End Times. You can literally not change my mind about that.
There's a assassin, the shapeshifting assassins, and there's an assassin there who can only transform into a gene stealer, and some do. And Inquisitor Draco wants to have sex with this chick as a gene stealer.
Okay.
And there's a graphic scene where
that's just shitty writing. He
talks about his love quest the entire book.
That's shitty writing. That's not a shitty book. A shitty book is something that affects the entire series. End Times.
I mean, this thing does actually do some crazy shit, but yeah.
I mean, like the difference to me from like a shittily written book to a shitty book is like shittily written books don't necessarily mean that they're shitty. What I mean by that is
this
like
book's very bad though. It's not.
No, yeah, but like what I mean is like, for example, to use a really famous example, that one SAO novel that talks about the first time that fucking Kirito and Asuna sleep with each other. That's horribly written.
That's the first volume of the first book
Yeah, that is horribly written, but it doesn't mean it's a bad book because nothing that happens there horribly implicates the entirety of the series, like on a long-running series, like End Times.
Awful book.
Yeah, it's still horribly written, and Reki Kawahara knows
it's still terrible.
Fun fact:
it's a horribly written book. It's still horrible. It doesn't change anything. It's still terrible. I know he said he knows that still. That doesn't change the fact that he made an awful book that is painful to read and awkward. You don't need to be like, yeah, I know he admits it. I know he's aware of it being bad. He's moved past it.
There's something else that I can't remember right. There's something else I can't remember right now, where Reki Kawahara realized how shitty the books were. He actually rewrote all of them.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It doesn't change.
Yeah, it's a different series. But yeah, well, I mean, it was his first ever published book, but that's a rant for another day.
All right.
Like that's the thing I will die saying. All right, what's the news that's apparently going to really piss me off?
Okay, just rip the Band-Aid off. Adepticon got canceled.
Fuck me.
Yeah, so Adepticon tweeted out actually 2 hours before we started this that they are canceling Adepticon out of concerns for COVID-19.
Fuck.
So I don't doubt we're still going to get announcements, and they are actually trying to give everyone refunds the best they can, even because I'm not going to read this whole post they did because it's very long. But essentially, they're trying their best to refund everyone, trying to fix the whole situation. They canceled it because they're worried about
like the spread of COVID-19, which is very fair.
Okay, they're also encouraged, but they're trying to keep it open. But they're very much encouraged by their local and they're convinced by, but they're pushed by both their provincial and federal government to
state and federal government.
State and well, they're not. It's not a state.
Where is it? Where
UK.
Where is it Adepticon's in the UK. The fuck? I thought it was in the US. I'm pretty sure it's US.
No, it's not. It's not in the US.
Hang on.
Not in the US.
Illinois.
What? Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is to cancel it due to federal and state governments. They canceled it out of concerns, which makes sense because the U.S. is dealing with quite a big. The U.S. is having a big problem with it. We are here in Canada, which is why we aren't really have as much of a problem. I think we only got about in and around 50 people with it here.
60 cases roughly. Some a bit closer to home.
Yeah. Well, regardless, it's not spreading as crazy here as it is in other countries, mainly because of our population. But yes, they canceled it. I don't doubt that we're still going to get those announcements.
They're not going to cancel the announcements. They might push the announcements are the announcements are like videos and stuff. I don't think that they're going to push them back. Because the thing is, like,
hold on. A lot of these announcements aren't videos. They happen in presentations before and then are posted afterwards. A lot of these presentations.
All I'm a bet is they're gonna do a direct. They're likely just gonna put a video out because they're not gonna wait. Because Adepticon is usually the previews of stuff that we're gonna be getting in the spring. So if they don't publish it, people are gonna be pretty pissed. I personally would be kind of pissed.
What's probably gonna happen is we might not get the news next week. We might get the week after, because if they do, like you said, a direct, they're probably gonna want to like actually do something for it. Because normally what they do is they'd have those presentations to fall back on, like, okay, they can do all this crazy shit during that, but they can't do that currently, so they might just try and do it later on. So so Adepticon's
fucking damn it, I'm pissed.
Yeah, see, I knew you would. That's why I wanted to
Dude, I fucking heard about the 2-hour presentation that they were gonna have for new like Warhammer stuff. They're like, I know it's not 40k in general, but like I love all Warhammer, like Necromunda, Titanicus, AOS, everything. I love it, and it's canceled. God damn it!
Yeah.
Fuck.
See, that sucks, but yeah, I get why, and I'm fine with it. I'm disappointed, but I'm fine with it because hey, it means people are safe, especially in somewhere like this. It's not. Canada is very lucky that we aren't going through this issue like other countries in the world, like Italy, for example. We are incredibly lucky.
One thing that I'm going to say is, people, please don't panic. Panic will only make the situation worse. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, sanitizer.
Wash your hands, use sanitizer. Don't be stupid.
You don't need actually don't wear a mask unless you are actually sick, because masks you actually make things worse if you
masks
are wearing them or not.
Yeah, if you're not sick and you're wearing a mask, chances are you can actually get sicker because of the fact that you're just breathing in your own oxygen. Like, it's...
Not to mention you're touching your face and all the shit. The reason you wear a mask is to stop spreading the droplets when you cough. That's why you don't wear it. They don't protect you from getting it. They protect others from getting it.
Yeah. And the other thing is, stop buying toilet paper.
Yeah. Yeah, please don't. I mean, at least where I am, it's not as big an issue, but please stop. I need toilet paper. I'm running out. I actually am running out.
There's this one legendary fucking meme I saw. It's like Flexing 2018 be like, damn, bro, I got this new Gucci jacket. I got these Versace shoes. Motherfucking Balenciagas. Flexing in 2020 be like, damn, bro, I got some Purell and some motherfucking toilet paper. Let's go.
Actually, that reminds me. I've seen some great Death Guard memes about this, being like Death Guard on a plane, me on my $8 flight to Italy.
Oh my god. Also, most absolute fucking Chad thing I've seen the entire month is the people traveling with the reduced what's it called? The people that are still traveling with the reduced, they're like taking advantage of the reduced reduced prices to travel. No. What I love about that is the fact that when they were interviewed, one guy should have said, "Damn, bro, if I die, I die." You know, that's how life is.
Yeah, I don't. Unless you're immune compromised, you're probably not gonna. But it is stupid because you can spread it if you get it. So,
well, if you get it, you're not gonna spread it because you're gonna be shoved in quarantine.
Well, depending on where you are, some people don't announce it.
Yeah, like it's not that they don't announce it. It's just that it's hard because the incubation period of COVID-19 is 15 days. So even if I were to get affected, 14 days. Even if I were to get affected this exact moment, I wouldn't know until I wouldn't start showing symptoms until 2 weeks from now.
All right. Oh yeah, my brother was sick recently, and I feel bad for him because he'd be getting a lot of coronavirus jokes thrown at him. He doesn't have it. He's fine. It was just a cold.
Yeah, it's the same thing with my university. Like, they aren't taking any chances. If a prof has a cold, they're not allowed to show up, just in case.
That's a big extreme there.
I mean, what's it called? My girlfriend's university, they're straight up in lockdown.
Mine isn't, but we have hand sanitizer everywhere. But the big reason is because a bunch of the students here are already crazy about hygiene because I'm in a fucking culinary school, so everyone's already washing their hands out of habit.
No, yeah, I already
wash my hands a ton because
I go to an art college. And what screwed a lot of people over is that they're not allowing any business or academic international travels until September.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
The thing that really fucked people over isn't even they want to travel or they're doing courses abroad. It's co-op. All of the people that were supposed to do co-op in the UK or in Paris or in Italy or in any places like that got fucked out of it. My girlfriend's college, university, is currently in kind of a pseudo lockdown. They can only do online courses, and no events are happening because there was a case in her city.
Well, then, there haven't been anything where I'm at, but yeah,
it's worrying, but it's not panic-inducing.
Yeah, just
so that people know, if you're younger than 50. And have good health, you literally have a higher chance of dying from diarrhea than dying from COVID-19.
Yeah, the big concern with COVID-19 I want to put this out. Don't only take our word for it. I know there's been a lot of misinformation, so seriously, always listen to your government above anything else. Listen to your government, okay? Listen to scientists. Listen to scientists. Listen to those in charge, especially listen to what your government's telling you. Don't be listening to I'm just going to say we probably shouldn't say anything because we don't know anything other than the general yes, this is a little worse than the flu, but if you aren't immune compromised or elderly or super young, you're probably going to be fine.
Not young. Fun fact: COVID-19 cannot affect children.
Oh, that's interesting.
Children, I believe it's children under the age of 10 cannot be infected by COVID-19.
Oh, I'd look into that just in case. But
it's one thing because my little brother, he is we were really worried, but then we found out we don't have to be. Kids at his age cannot be infected.
Okay, but basically, like, if you get it, yeah, you're gonna be sick. It's gonna suck. It's not gonna be fun. You're gonna be really sick, but you're not gonna die from it. The big issue is how it can spread, and it's spreading to those who are immune compromised, and the elderly. That's the big issue. But really, listen to your government. Listen to your government. Don't be trusting what people on Twitter say. Don't be trusting what random websites are saying. Listen to your government and scientists in your country. Don't be listening to social media and random idiots on the internet. That's how fear spreads. That's how this whole panic has started. When really, you just have to be careful. It's as simple as washing your fucking hands.
Fun fact, on Netflix, there is an amazing movie that I saw with my friends about pandemics and the spread of diseases. Netflix. Hang on, let me search it up right now. It's not the new documentary that just came out. Oh, it's literally just called Pandemic. No, Contagion. Contagion. Right. If you want, watch the movie Contagion. It is an hour 46 minutes. It is phenomenal because it talks about all of this. It talks about the idiots that are spreading misinformation. It talks about people who need to be careful with everything. It talks about a lot of stuff like this. And it is an amazing movie. It has Matt Damon. It's got, what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow. She has like a very minor role in it, but like the main characters are.
I hate Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, I know. I don't like Gwyneth Paltrow either.
Trust me, as a culinary student, you really learn to hate her.
No, but like here, the main important characters are Matt Damon, Jude Law, Kate Winslet, as well as Marion Cotillard and what's his name, Lawrence Fishburne. It's a great movie.
Yeah, just basically listen to your government, please. Listen to your government scientists. Don't be listening to stupid people on the internet. Don't be listening to people who don't know what they're talking about. Just listen to your government.
Yeah, and everything we said about facts, take it with a grain of salt because we do have our limited knowledge.
Yeah, just listen to your government. That's the number one thing.
We're just trying to spread, and like we're just being very anti-panic because panic leads to nothing except chaos. Yeah.
And really, the biggest thing is, especially, again, we're in Canada. There's only around 6 people who have it. It's not as widespread. So we're, I get that you can argue that it's a little easier for us to be calm, but really it's just, the calmer we are, the less panic there'll be.
The other thing is, that's all we can say.
Wash your hands.
Just wash your hands, be sanitary, don't panic, don't bulk buy toilet paper.
If you feel like you're sick, okay, just isolate yourself, quarantine yourself. Don't be going out. Just be careful. Make sure you're good. And that's been that's us on COVID-19.
Now more recap time. We talk.
Oh, fuck this shit.
First episode we talked about Nurgle. Second episode we talked about Korn. Third episode was Siege.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about Slaanesh. Locust hates Slaanesh.
I really hate her. Before we start this, I want to say one thing about the noise. I really hope, because noise brains I've been saying this since episode 1, noise brains are also these elegant swordsmen. I hope GW with the new I think what they're going to do is Fabius is making new noise brains because he got so much.
Well, not noise brains, just Emperor's Children in general.
Children. I hope he makes new Emperor's Children marines. They're like those there's sadistic swordsmen. Duelists, because I feel like that'll be much better. And with FixW's issue of they can't do anything with fucking Slaanesh because it's like she's like that border of too much.
Yeah,
it's a sheaf.
I'm gonna toss up first let's talk about how we're gonna be addressing Slaanesh. Locust tends to always refer to Slaanesh as she due to the fact that he learned most about Slaanesh through the Eldari lore, and the Eldari call Slaanesh she who thirsts. I have learned most of my lore through the not just books but videos as well as recaps about lore about the followers of Slaanesh, and they tend to flip-flop, even so that Slaanesh's title are the Prince of Darkness, which is a male term.
They're they.
Yeah, some call them they, some call them he, some call them she. I tend to flip-flop.
Actually, this reminds me of something funny. So There's a YouTuber I follow and watch called 40K Theories. Side note, shout out to him. He's great. If you ever want to know lore, look up his videos. He's amazing. But every time he talks about Slaanesh, it's hilarious. There's this, and this goes for pretty much anyone who talks about Slaanesh. There's this one piece of artwork that's basically her coming out with this weird portal.
Another one.
Weird portal. There's two versions of it. One where it has exposed nipples, and the other where they're not there.
Yeah.
And every video, I always see people flip-flop between the two, and specifically 40K Theories, every time I watch, which one is he going to use? The one with or without?
TD Slaanesh. Yeah, it's TD Slaanesh, dude. Every time I see Major Kill talk about Slaanesh, it's always TD Slaanesh.
I see it flip-flop. I'm like, okay, which one is it? As a side note, that is probably one of my favorite pieces of art from 40K, because it's actually really good and freaky, and I love it. Like, it's actually a really great... It's really great. It's a really great thing. Also, side note, with Fabius Bile, I hope they rework Slaanesh demons, because no one uses them, and they're pretty bad, actually.
Also, if anyone knows this in the comment section, I'm going to toss up a fun fact. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Kentaro Miura, the writer of Berserk, actually based one of the members of the God Hand, who is the very sexual member of the God Hand, after Slaanesh. Even so, her name is Slan. Slaan. Spelled just like Slaanesh.
Are you going to look into that? Because I want to point out...
I looked into that.
Slan is also in AOS, and that's the name of the toad guys who just sit on the floating chairs.
Yeah, like...
Oh, you might want to look into that one, buddy.
The reason I say that is because all of the imagery is very similar, as well as the fact that Berserk did start getting written after... Well, like the first novel was published in the 90s, whereas Warhammer 40K started in the 80s, which is why I say that. Anyways, continuing. Who is Slaanesh? Slaanesh is the fourth and technically final. We will be talking actually about another Chaos God next week.
But here's the thing: Slaanesh is the youngest Chaos God.
Which is why we're talking about her in the fourth episode.
I'm just gonna quickly summarize how she came into existence. So while the other Chaos Gods came into existence during our time period, it's the
20th to 21st millennium. 20th to 21st century.
Bitch, let me talk. So basically, they all came around. All the other Chaos Gods, they existed, but they didn't gain consciousness until the last one to gain consciousness was actually Nurgle in the 21st century. Nurgle was the last one to gain consciousness, and then there was nothing. That was up until towards the end of in 40K lore. Okay, let me rephrase this. Slaanesh was born towards the end of the Terran Unification Wars, where the Emperor was uniting Terra. Basically,
the Great Crusade.
No, no, that's not when she was formed.
The Great Crusade was later. Yeah, never mind. I'm dumb.
Yeah, let the guy who knows Slaanesh lore talk about this.
Boy, you hate Slaanesh lore. I will slap you.
I hate Slaanesher. I hate Slaanesh, but I know lore. Basically, during this time, after the war with the Great Old Ones, and the Old Ones disappeared and Necron fucked off, basically the Eldar were actually the most populated race in the galaxy.
They're the reason that the Necron fucked off.
No, they're not. But
yeah, they are. Even so, like the nameless, not nameless. The fuck, this isn't Dark Souls. The Silent King was basically like, "Yo, Necron boys, we finished sleep because the Eldar are powerful as shit. But every empire comes to an end, and when they fall, we're gonna come back and we're gonna kick ass." And they were kind of right about that.
See, I don't know how true that one is, but anyway. So continuing on, basically after they had nothing to do, their society became because they were just inventing so much technology. So they decided, oh, we're going to be artists now, which then devolved into them basically fucking and murdering each other and being artists. So basically, they were. Long story short, they did that enough to where they basically
stuck knives. Yeah, they fucked murdered a god into existence. That sounds so crude. That sounds so crude, but there's literally no other way to put it. Like. Yeah. If you don't want to hear what I'm about to say, skip 30 seconds ahead.
Right now, do not say it. I'm going to say that right now.
Yeah, they just fuck murdered a god into existence.
Yeah, let's just leave it there. Basically, they did that. They fuck murdered a god into existence. So Slaanesh was born, and the psychic scream that happened when she was born created the Eye of Terror. directly in the heart of the Eldar Empire. And the moment she did that, she laid claim over all Eldar souls, killed 80% of their gods, or 70% of their gods, and basically just killed the majority of the Eldar race.
Well, slowly she went taking. Slowly, Slaanesh started taking over all of the craft worlds and just devouring their souls.
Oh, that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
That's what I read.
That's not it.
No, I got that wrong. That's AOS lore. That's AOS lore.
Fuck you! I told you.
That's end times.
Yes. Basically,
it's so hard because it's so similar.
That's why you listen to the guy who knows Eldar lore. Basically, when she awoke and she started killing Eldar left and right, she murdered all 70% of the Chaos Gods. Isha, I believe that's her
not
name.
Chaos Gods, Eldar Gods.
Or Eldar Gods. Isha started fleeing, and then Nurgle captured her, and now she's in the Garden of Nurgle.
Cain is being the psychotic bastard he is.
Cain fought Slaanesh. Basically, she shattered him into a million pieces, and each piece became an avatar of Cain that got put in the heart of every craft world. And Chigorak basically fucked off into the webway. It was like, okay, good luck with that, lol, and fled into the webway. And so he's fine. Basically, that happened. Slaanesh claimed all Elder Souls. Basically, she consumed the majority of them, killing most of them, becoming all-powerful. And nowadays, the Elder basically just avoid her by all means necessary. For example, the Elder who fled on the craft worlds to escape the Eye of Terror, basically they will, when they die, their souls go into a soul stone. That way, she can't get their soul. As for the Drukhari, essentially they made it that way every time they kill something, they obtain their soul, but that means they're ever hungering, but it's their way of keeping themselves alive for as long as possible. So they're technically immortal. As for the Harlequins, they're pretty much fine because they're always in the webway with Chigorak, so he basically claims their souls most of the time anyway. So they're fine in that sense.
Yeah, and last thing about Slaanesh before we actually start talking about the Emperor's Children is, in terms of all of the Eldar, the Eldari are the ones that stay as, the craft world Eldari are the ones that stay as far away from Slaanesh as possible. Dark Eldar are...
Hold on. Eldari is the broad term for the entire species.
That's why I said craft world Eldari.
They're called the Astonari.
Craft world boys, craft world bitches, basically just stay as far away from anything to do with Slaanesh as possible. Even so, I think what I read was how their society works now is essentially you're born and then you're I'm going to become the best artist ever. No. And then when you become one of the, unless that's Tau. No. Okay, why are we explaining Eldar lore that you're going to get wrong? Because Drukhari are kind of close to being almost pseudo-Slaaneshi worshippers, because they're essentially what I mean by that, let me explain before you butt in, is just how there were the ancient Eldar that fuck murdered the god into existence. The Drukhari are kind of similar, except that they're still 10% of what the ancient Eldari were. Because they're not.
No, I don't think that's accurate, but okay.
Because they're not fuck murdering gods into existence. Anyways, Emperor's Children time.
It's not the entire race anymore. Just don't start thinking that you know more than the actual Eldar player who reads the lore.
You haven't read every single book, and I have watched a lot of videos. That's where my basis comes from.
Yeah,
one of the first videos I watched about 40k was actually about the 4 Chaos Gods. One thing I remember vividly was explaining how Slaanesh...
I read Eldar books. I've watched pretty much every Eldar video and have fucking codex. Bitch, I know more than you.
Bitch, things get rewritten. Continuing. Emperor's Children.
Fuck you.
Anyways, I'm gonna fight you, boy. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, played me in 40k. Last time I checked, the one game we played, you lost.
Oh, yeah, because I'm the first game ever. And also, you have not played many games.
I've played a lot.
You have played in one store. And for me, many games... Locust, you've still only been playing for the better half of 6 months. For me, someone who is experienced needs to be playing for a couple years.
Still, I'm still a better player than you, bitch.
Well, yeah, because I don't play. I paint. and you know that.
Yeah, but even though you talk about how certain lists are like better than others, even though you don't know.
Not really. I say that they're better for what I want to do because I don't give a fuck about meta. I care about thematics.
Okay.
I like my armies being thematic.
Point is,
I don't care about viability. I don't care about. Well, I kind of care about viability. Not really. Okay. What I mean is, I'm not gonna like min max my army, and I am a casual player.
You want something that works.
I want something that functions on the most basic level, but I don't care if it's ineffective. I'm gonna have fun with it. I don't care if I'm running like Hella Flamers on the Tau. I'm gonna run Hella Flamers on the Tau.
Oh, we're not bringing this shit up again.
Let's continue. Emperor's Children. Beautiful boys. I love them. Emperor's Children are led. They are. Let me check which. I forget which legion they are. Let me check.
I think they're the 13th.
I think they're the 13th too. Let me check. Hang on one sec.
Have a segment about Slaanesh and doesn't know the Legion.
Okay, one thing is knowing about Slaanesh, one thing is knowing it. What's the Legion number of the Death Guard?
10th.
Is it?
I think it is.
Yeah, bitch. Anyways.
Yeah. Damn it, 13th Legion is Ultramarines.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, because I know that the 20th is the Alpha Legion.
Yeah, because of course it is.
Damn
it, it's not 10th.
Third Legion. Third Legion is the Emperor's Children.
They are the Third Legion.
Yeah. Anyways, continuing.
They are the Death Guard Legion.
Bitch. Anyways, continuing. Emperor's Children, Third Legion. They are the children of Fulgrim. Fulgrim being their Primarch. Now, Fulgrim was essentially
Gaylord,
aka God.
Actually, Fulgrim.
Fulgrim is a god, dude. Fulgrim. If anyone of the in this video, who's watching this video, plays 40k, Fulgrim is Tarek. Fulgrim is the type of gay dude that will seduce a straight man into being gay, and then be proud of it, because Fulgrim is godlike. Fulgrim is beautiful.
Can I just also add one thing I love about him, real quick?
What?
I love how basically what he did on his ship during the Great Crusade, he'd just have artists on his ship painting.
Yeah.
Doing paintings of him. Along with Ferrus Manus, who he was friends with, aka the most manly man in of all the Primarchs.
And I'm going to say this, and I am proud to say this. Fulgrim did nothing wrong. Fulgrim did nothing wrong.
Yeah, okay, you know what?
Am I valid to saying that?
The only thing I'm going to say about that is, yes, he technically, because he had the Layer Blade, was consumed by a Chaos Demon, which then possessed him up until he became a Chaos. And up until he became a Demon Primarch, which then he exercised the Demon. Up until he became a Demon Primarch, yes, he did nothing wrong.
But at that point, it was kind of too far to turn back. Anyways, let's continue about my boy.
I also just want to point out, to people who say, "Oh no, he didn't exercise a demon," the real Fulgrim's redeemable. No, he's not. There's even a source there's even a book of the. It's officially canon. He exercised the demon that was possessing him. Demon Fulgrim is Fulgrim. That's actually Fulgrim. It's not a demon possessing him. It's actually fucking Fulgrim. He is a Demon Primarch. He's not possessed. Fuck off with that.
Yeah. Anyways, so what happened with Fulgrim is, again, he kind of got possessed by his sword. Essentially,
demon in it.
Yeah, there's a demon in it, and the demon basically started whispering shit to his ear, being like, "Hey, yo, you want to be perfect? I got you, boy. Go to this planet." Subconsciously. And then when they get to said planet, they see a lot of Sliths, which are the snake people that
worship Slaanesh.
That worship Slaanesh. You can run them in Drukhari armies.
I don't.
And
you can't.
You can. No, you can run them in Drukhari armies.
No, you cannot.
Yes, you can. Go to the Games Workshop website and search up Drukhari. You'll see Sliths.
No, they're not Sliths. The things that you're talking about are Lairs. No, the things that they found were Lairs. They weren't Sliths. Sliths don't worship Slaanesh. Why the hell would the Drukhari use them?
Well, they look like... Well, no, because...
No, they didn't.
Listen, On the book that talks about the original corruption of the Emperor's children, they describe the planet that they landed as having a lot of like dead bodies that were like snake people with 4 arms.
Yeah, that wasn't them. Because know what they looked like.
The Sliths look exactly like that, though.
No, hold on. I'll send you what the actual art we have of the layer.
That's a Slith model.
Yes, that's not what the layer were.
Well, how do you spell that?
This is them. The layer. This is them.
Okay, very similar, though. 4-armed snake-like person. I thought it was the Sliths. I was wrong about that.
The layer are dead. They were only on the one planet, and Fulgrim wiped it out.
Didn't know that. Okay. I knew that Fulgrim landed. Bitch, I know that Fulgrim landed there. I knew that he found bodies that were like snake-legged, 4-armed beings, and I saw the Slith. Okay. I can kind of make that connection.
Basically, before this derails even more, basically, he showed up to the planet, was told to wipe it out. He basically kicked down the door of a orgy around the sword, killed everything, and took the sword.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a different one, yeah. Okay. Later, he went to a planet. Said planet was where the Eruptress was at. The Eruptress welcomes them and is like, hello, what up? Let me show you something beautiful. Brings them in, and Fulgrim was like, oh, you had me at beautiful, let's go.
And they walk in. That's not it either.
Huh?
Okay, are you about to say this is where you got the sword?
No, you just said this is where he got the sword. This is about the murder orgy.
The murder orgy was where he got the sword.
No. The murder orgy of the Emperor's children, of when they were corrupted. The birth of the Noise Marines, actually.
But wait, but Fulgrim was corrupted after he killed Ferrus Manus.
This is different. This is a different... It's him leading to the corruption, essentially. What happened was... I forget if this was before or after... It might have been after Manus, but I doubt it. Essentially...
Probably before.
What happened was the Eruptress and a bunch of people welcomed him in, and they were all Slaanesh worshippers, but he didn't know that. And they were like, here, sit down on this, like, basically like this kind of like a hall where they were going to perform, and they had these weird-ass instruments that only they could perform. And those were all Slaaneshi instruments. Once they started playing, the noise was really... It was Slaaneshi noise. It was weird. It was fucking chaotic. No one could understand it. But it brought everyone such immeasurable pleasure that essentially they started having an orgy. They started killing. And that made the people play louder and louder, causing the place to basically start crumbling around them as they're killing each other. And
okay, where's the source?
Let me find it. Hang on.
This doesn't sound right.
Let me find it here.
This really doesn't sound right.
Because I remember a video about the Lord talking about this. And I want to see if I can find it.
Was it he who shall not be named?
No, okay, not him.
Okay, by the way, we're never mentioning that guy's name on the podcast.
I know. His videos are shit.
Yeah, but we're just not gonna. I don't want to just. I'm pretty sure people know who we're talking about, but we just don't want to. You know.
Where the fuck? Hang on.
So basically, I think he was wrong.
No, I'm like 90% sure I'm right about this. Let me find it.
Hang on. You're not. I feel like you're not.
Let me find the fucking video. Hang on.
I don't think you're right, man.
Hang on.
You can admit you're wrong.
Give me a sec. No, I am like so fucking... Okay, hang on. Slaanesh... I think it was Major Kill that made the video on it.
I don't think you're right, man.
Hang on.
Is
this it?
Is this it? Dude, I don't think you're right. I don't think you're right.
Wait. I found it. I found it.
Check if it's right. Check if it's right. Just because it's in the video doesn't mean it's right.
Wait. It's the thing. No. It's what happened with the sword as well. It's further elaboration on what happened when he found the sword.
So this is the same thing.
Yes, but there's more to it. It's not just murder orgy happening. He took the sword and left. They basically joined in, and also
that doesn't seem right. How would they join in a murder orgy?
Again,
I think they just killed the orgy. I feel like this is the episode where you've been wrong a lot. You've been wrong a lot in this episode.
One sec. Yeah.
I'm holding on.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. Essentially, no. I was right about this. When he got the sword, there was a demon in it, and essentially, it wasn't a demon playing music. It was someone who was a Slaanesh worshiper, but at the time they didn't know about chaos. Which is why he actually picked up the sword in the first place. They didn't know that chaos existed, and during that, the music started playing. And they were like, holy shit, this is making me feel really good. They kind of joined in on everything. They did kill everyone there, but later, because they joined in on the whole like murder fest that was happening, which led actually to the murder of the people playing music. So what the Emperor's children did is they grabbed said instruments and started playing, but since they couldn't play it, they made something really way weirder, way newer. Slaanesh basically really liked it, spawned a bunch of demonettes that killed everyone, and then the Emperor's children killed them. Then they left, took the instruments, and those were the origins of the sonic weapons. That's what it was.
All right.
I'll put the video. It's super shitposty, as 99% of Major Kill videos is, but here. It's basically the... What's it called? It's actually what happened with it.
I'll look into it. But okay, so anyway. So I was just going to tell this funny story that came from... Because a friend of mine's actually reading Horus Rising. Mm-hmm. And he's been sending me clips of it. Telling me about it. There's actually a part where these two noise... sorry, this wasn't from Horus Rising. It was just from something in Horus Heresy. But basically these two noise marines were sent down to a Imperial world that was rebelling, and it basically is like a bunch of farmers rebelling.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they go down and are like they're basically standing out in the open, trying to figure out, okay, we need to get these guys to calm down, and we need to settle this without killing most of them. So they're sitting there trying to think, and then they're being shot at. So the bullets are ricocheting off of them because they're just regular bullets. They're not going to do anything. So they're just sitting there.
Well, then they're not bolt rounds; they're just regular like auto guns.
Yeah. So then they just sit there and they start humming and making a beat to the sound of bullets hitting them while they think about what to do. So they're just sitting there going like, da, 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 like waiting, and which they eventually do decide to just literally walk up and bend the gun backwards and tell them and just blast over their speakers like, okay, everyone shut the fuck up. We're going to talk about this. Lucius, in Horus Rising, Lucius and our Emperor's children basically have this "we're still BFFs, bro, don't worry about it" moment, because Lucius is a fucking child.
Anyways, let's continue on. So yeah, we were actually talking about the same thing. When he picked up the sword, there was also that whole like noise blast shit that happened. So after that is seen as the turning point for the Emperor's children, where they started going more and more and more into chaos. And what happened later is when they fully went into chaos, like Locust said, Ferrus Manus would constantly hang out with Fulgrim as they were friends. And after Horus convinced Fulgrim to join him, Fulgrim tried convincing Ferrus Manus to join him, which didn't work, and they got into a fight.
Which resulted in...
This later.
Fulgrim decapitating...
That's later. No, not yet. This was just a little fight that they had, like a little brawl. Then...
Please look into the lore for verification.
He kicked Manus out. Then in the drop site massacre, that's when Fulgrim cut off Ferrus Manus' head.
Yeah, and then the Emperor's children tore him apart.
Yeah,
and then he was very upset about it.
Yeah.
So then what ended up happening was he was so upset that the demon promised to take away his pain, so he let it, and he got possessed by it.
That was that was later.
He
was not. No. Okay, he might have been possessed by it, but he didn't become a demon prince yet. Essentially, after a while, Fulgrim could only think about being perfect. And since Slaanesh is the chaos god of perfection, it kind of went hand in hand. As things went on and events happened, later down the line, it's kind of hazy in my mind, but I essentially remember something happening where Fulgrim found out how to ascend to demonhood, but he needed a sacrifice, like to sacrifice someone close to him because
Fulgrim wasn't in charge of his own body when he
because there was a thing with Perturabo between Fulgrim and Perturabo that happened.
But after Ferrus Manus, Fulgrim got possessed immediately, and he let it happen, and his soul got trapped in a mirror. Fulgrim was not behind ascending to demonhood. He only regained control when he became a demon.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Anyways, there was the whole thing that happened where when he ascended to demonhood, he let he had to I think it was kill or try to kill Perturabo, which, if I remember correctly, kind of inadvertently turned also Pert into a demon prince.
I think that happened way after the Great Crusade. That happened after the Iron Cage, I think.
No, this was after. This was This was way later. Yeah, this isn't an early event.
Hold on.
Hang on.
I really don't know how much of what you're saying is true, though, because I don't follow Slaanesh shit. But I know more of it than you because of the whole Eldar thing.
No, but this isn't Slaanesh lore. This is fucking Emperor Children lore.
Yeah, but I still don't know how...
Here. What's it called? Yeah, right here. They made their way to the Heart of Terror. There was a large gemstone in the center of a skull-carved cloak, with a skull-carved cloak pin. Harvest. Here. This was the Malgetter stone, also known as the Harvester, which had slowly been draining Perturabo's strength and life force. With the Lord of Iron sacrifice, Fulgrim would finally be able to achieve apotheosis. The two Primarchs ascended upwards within the shaft of light, merging into the chaos that was happening in the heart of the Sepulchra. The Primarch of the Emperor's Children hurled his brother aside, and Perturabo fell in a languid arc to land with a crunch of metal and crystal at the edge of the shaft. Blood trailed in the air in a stream of red arc from Perturabo's chest. The Lord of Iron lay unmoving and his body broken and lifeless. Essentially, Fulgrim sacrificed Perturabo to become a demon prince. This is straight from the Warhammer 40k wiki.
Which can be updated by anyone.
No, that is a real quick public announcement. That is a bullshit thing that people say about any wiki, that they can be published by they can be updated by anyone. Anyone who updates something without sources or factual things, or that's outright bullshit, gets immediately banned, and then a moderator just sets it back. Any changes made to a wiki need to be approved by a moderator first. Which is why there was a big thing happening with Yandere Simulator and the wiki, with the dev trying to change the fan wiki and then getting banned off of the fan wiki by mods because he was trying to change things that were untruthful. Wikis cannot be changed by fans all willy-nilly. It needs to be approved by a moderator. And moderators wouldn't allow for that stuff to happen because they actually care about the integrity of the wiki, or else they wouldn't be moderators.
Okay, so anyway, besides that part, definitely double check pretty much all of this. But yeah, that's about it. And
lastly, Lucius, also absolute fucking god. I don't know much about Lucius lore. All I know is that he's the current champion of Slaanesh. Just like how Karn... Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like how Karn is the champion of Slaanesh, Lucius is the champion of Slaanesh. And what's great is the dude has actually... Huh?
Typhus is champion of Slaanesh.
Typhus?
Typhus is champion of Nurgle.
Yeah, Typhus is the champion of Nurgle. Karn is champion of Slaanesh.
As a side, Karn is champion of Khorne. And as a side note, Khorne hasn't been other than being allowed to just keep living, he hasn't really been modified in any way. Yeah, no, Karn is just angrier. Yeah, which one of my favorite lines from him still is when a Marine points to his face because his face is completely fine. When a Marine points to his face, is like, "How do you not have a scratch on it?" He just says skill. Yeah, I just love Karn. Karn, dude, he doesn't give a shit.
like the only thing that was modified about Karn when he became a champion is literally he just got stronger and angrier.
Yeah.
That's really it. Like, Mans is an absolute mad lad. Yeah. He's literally... Karn is man literally too angry to die. That's him and Dante, basically.
Well, to be fair, Dante, he's not even angry. He wants to die.
Yeah, man is literally like a man does not want to die, thus doesn't die.
Well, Dante really wants to die.
Well, no, it's more like a man wants to die in a specific way and will not accept death in any other form.
All right.
But yeah, anyways, the fun fact is that Lucius has actually died like hundreds, like not hundreds, but like a lot of times. But every time he dies, the person who killed him just possesses them and turns into him again.
Because Slaanesh blessed him that way. If anyone even remotely enjoyed killing him, he possesses them and comes back.
Yeah, and it's funny because like, I think you told me Necrons have killed him and gotten possessed.
A Necron duelist killed him in melee combat, and what the fuck? A Necron in melee combat killed him and enjoyed it a little bit, and he got brought back. Yeah.
But like, I remember one of the first, like, it was horrifying reading this. It was like a thing explaining one of the people. It was like a Astra Militarum commander. It was like someone from the Empire that killed Lucius. And essentially, he killed him. And after a while, like, the guy started feeling really uncomfortable. He started, like, what's it called? His skin started going, like, paler. After a couple of days, he started seeing these kind of like gashes in his face that he never had before, and they were like exactly where Lucius had his scars. And then after a while, like, Lucius fully possessed him, and when he possessed him, the guy's skin shrunk around Lucius's armor, and he's one of the faces that Lucius has like on his armor now. And that is fucking horrifying.
That's gross. That's very gross.
That's Lucius the Eternal. He is very gross.
Ew. At least not as gross as Typhus, though, I don't think.
He's gross in a different way.
I'm just happy he's not rapey.
Yeah, I know. Like, too many... I'm gonna... Like, okay, I really care about all of the Chaos factions, because... Especially, like, Noise and... especially, like, Emperor's Children and World Eaters, because of how neglected they are. And I understand the struggle that GW has with writing stuff about them. Because it's a little bit hard to write about the World Eaters, because they're just charge.mp4. And the problem with, like, I'm going to say a trigger.
Like, in Aaron Dembowski, I really hope I pronounced your name right. In Town of Forest, one of the main characters was a World Eater. Wrote him quite well. But here's the thing.
But the thing is, was that a 30K or 40K novel?
40K, because they were basically just finding Abaddon. This was, like, right before the first Black Crusade.
Okay, so that's like 3.5K.
No, it was 40. It was 40K because it had been 10,000 years since. It had been 10,000 years.
Okay, never mind then.
Just remember, a bunch of these crusades happened back to back. It wasn't like million.
Yeah, true. It wasn't like a lot of time. Yeah, true. Okay. So the thing I was saying is, like, I really understand the problem that GW has with writing for Slaanesh stuff, because they screwed themselves. That's why. When Slaanesh was first written. Like, I'm gonna toss a trigger warning for anyone who is sensitive to, like.
Okay, hold on. Tell me what you're about to say.
No, what I mean by that is I'm not gonna go into graphic detail. It's just some people don't like hearing about this kind of stuff. Like, the word is very, like, triggering to a lot of people. So I'm gonna toss a trigger warning. Like,
tell me what you're about to say.
You've already said it. You've already said it. By the way, the fact that Noise Marines are rapey.
Oh.
That's what I was going to give a trigger warning to, because a lot of people don't like even hearing that word.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, this is going to be your trigger warning before we talk about a lot more stuff. So, Slaanesh...
I don't like Slaanesh.
Yeah, Slaanesh sense, like, conception was a very sexual chaos god. Because of the ancient Eldar essentially murder-fucking a god into existence. The problem with Slaanesh is that there's a lot of very, like, sexually violent connotations to all of the Marines, which I hate, because there was one version of the Noise Marines, which I love, because it played on the entire British trope of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It wasn't rapey; it was just abundant.
Also, I want to point out, and in, for example, Town of Horus, they show Chaos or Emperor's Children Marines as just being sadistic duelists, which was their gimmick in 30K. That's what they were in 30K.
Yeah, and duelists. In 40K, on the beginning, they were just sadistic. They would kill anyone and anything and feel immense pleasure from it.
They'd be happy about it.
They'd be happy to kill. Like, not like gleeful, they would just be satisfied. Like, they get euphoria and satisfaction from killing and from playing their noise weapons. Which is actually why Noise Marines have such bright colors. They can't see any other color because it's too dull to them.
I would check that one out.
That is actually canon. That's from the wiki as well. They can't see colors that aren't vibrant, and they can't hear noises that aren't like super extra.
Where did they get that information from, though?
What's it called? It was one of the books, but it's even shown in the models with the fact that Noise Marine weapons are plugged into their shoulders, and from the shoulder plugged into their helmets.
Okay.
And because the thing is, it's a perpetual cycle with Noise Marines will play music and feel pleasure from it. Slaanesh will then make their music more powerful, which will make them feel more pleasure, and it creates this endless cycle, which is why Noise Marines are so dangerous. In lore, not in game, they're shit.
Yeah. It's just, I really wish what GW can do is, because since the issue with them is...
Let me say the thing before that I was going to say about the sex, drugs, and rock and roll Marines. The current look for Marines is horrible. Like, because I showed a Noise Marine model to a friend of ours, Wheat Ghost. He fell in love with it. He said, Noise Marines are officially my favorite faction now. Because it was the Mohawk-having, guitar-wielding, super colorful, super vibrant Noise Marines that would, like, play, like, super loud noise through their guitars. And he looked at it, he's like, holy shit, that's so cool. And then when I showed him what they actually look like, he said, never mind, that's horrible. They look like shit. They look like Marine with cannon, and that's it. If GW could bring it back to that, just not rapey, but that like super explosive, super vibrant Noise Marine, the guitar-wielding Mohawk-having super wild guy, and also have the super sadistic perfectionist duelists as other models, they would please everyone, and they could make such cool models, because they could have the more Centurion, like the night-looking Chaos Space Marine, like the night-looking Emperor's Children, the ornate,
or for example, ornate better, because in like what you see, like again, Talon Horus, they wear these death masks or have these elegant swords. Like, do that.
Yeah. Like, Emperor's Children have so much potential because they look so, like, their models are so interesting and they look so good.
Yeah.
And they have so much versatility. Because it's not like what are they called? Thousand Suns, where their whole shtick is like, we are psychers and that is that. Or how there is the Plague Marines, which is we don't die and that is that. Or the Berserkers, where it's just we hack and we are Doom guy and that is that. Noise Marines have the Noise Marines and the sadistic duelists. And if they could bring both of those together in an interesting way in their own codex, holy fuck, that would be good. That'd be so good. Which is what brings me hope with the new Fabius Bio model. The fact that he has gene seeds of the original Emperor's Children. And if he can make
because he sold his clone to it.
Yeah, because he sold the clone of Fulgrim to it. And if he can actually bring them back in that manner, in the not super explicit manner, holy shit, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I would be so happy with that.
I want to point out, I mentioned that before we started.
Yeah, you did.
That was my idea.
And I have been talking about bringing back Noise Marines in the rock and roll faction for ever since I got into 40K.
Even if we don't bring them back in the rock and roll fashion, let's just please get them back in a way that's shit.
Yeah. Like in a way that will actually we'll be able to bring them back. Because holy fuck, I'd be so happy for that. Yeah, and that's our spiel on Noise Marines. Last things is their Chaos Demon armies. So actually, Chaos Demons are actually some of the best. I'm not even gonna lie.
Crab arms. I don't get that.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it either. They have these weird crab arms.
Like they make sense. Like, for example, like on some of them, you'll have one side will have breasts, the other side won't. I don't just be moobs. I don't know what would you call them? Moobs. I'm calling them moobs.
They're nippleless boobs.
Moobs. So basically, they'll have moobs, and it's just so funny. But they also have these fucking.
They'll have doobs. Demon boobs.
Yes, it's so funny. Like the Slaanesh demons, like you look at the corn demons, they're like. You look at the Zine, Schnurgle, they look how you'd expect. Then you got the Slaanesh demons. They're like, let's find the weirdest fetish we can and make a model out of it.
Yeah, that's accurate. But if you look at their models, there is a lot of thematic things with them. They all usually have like whips or things that are like torture related.
And or fetish-ish.
Fetishy.
They also are very androgynous with a few exceptions. Side note, the Infernal Entraptress is a disgusting model.
Entraptress
is a disgusting model, but also one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's like straight up playing a harp that's made out of like a guy's spine.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Like, the Slaanesh demons make me laugh. Just because they're like so... Whoever designed them had fun. Like, I like corn demons. They're probably one of my favorites, but they're all basically the same.
Yeah, I don't like corn demons for that fact. They're very samey.
I like what they do.
I love what they do. Holy shit!
But and probably if I ever do play World Eaters, I'm probably going to be running them with them because it's an excuse to run them.
Well, but that's only if they actually bring them in with if they have their own codex. Because right now they can't.
I feel like if they were going to announce that, we just got hinted at Fabius Bile now. I feel like if we get Emperor's Children, then there's no excuse to not announce World Eaters.
Yeah, I know. Please.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Only two of the Chaos God Marine factions have codexes models, full on models. Noisebreen strip don't have any. So if they get a codex, well, why aren't you giving the other one? The World Eaters? Yeah. And like if it's something like the other ones that are more vague, I
have literally no problem with Iron Warriors, Night Lords, and all of those guys not having their own codex for the simple fact that they don't have much. They have as much unique to them as every chapter does. Have unique models, like I don't know, maybe later down the line, release Perturabo.
Hold on. Let me just clarify this. Or here's what my suggestion would be for them. So unlike the big factions for Chaos really are the ones that worship the gods, so Emperor Children, Death Guard, so on. But as for the other ones, they should do what they did with the other, with like Salamanders, Imperial Fists, and so on, with Space Marines. Give them supplements and upgrade kits. Don't give them whole new models, just upgrade kits. Because as much as I like the Chaos Space Marine models, they don't fit every single faction. They don't fit most of the factions, actually.
Yeah, because the Chaos factions, they fit
so different.
They fit Black Legion. They fit 3 out of the 5 that aren't that don't worship a specific god. They fit Alpha Legion pretty well. They fit Alpha Legion pretty well. They fit Black. Well, they were made for Black Legion, of course.
There we go.
And they also, they fit Alpha Legion pretty well. They fit Word Bearers, and they also fit Black Legion. But in my opinion, they do not at all fit Night Lords or Iron Warriors.
They also don't fit. I don't say Thousand Suns, but they're not even in Thousand Suns. Yeah, they just don't fit. But
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So
Thousand Suns have their own models, so it's different. But
as long as they give upgrade kits, I'm fine. Upgrade kits are good.
As long as they give upgrade kits, in my opinion, also personalized models, like how you have Marnius Calga for the Ultramarines, and
that's what you mean.
That's what I mean by personalized model, like their leader or something that only they have, you know.
If they want to do that for Perturabo, they can do that.
Yeah, so I was saying, maybe bring back Perturabo, bring back Lorgar. I would actually love to see that.
Or at least when you first release the supplements, give us specific characters.
Yeah, give us characters. Give us characters of the Iron Warriors, characters of the Word Bearers, characters of bring fucking Omegon back, dude.
Yeah, okay, that would be a Primarch status though. Don't do that.
No, same with Pert and Lorgar.
Yeah, but Omegon, don't bring Omegon back yet. If first bring up any bring Alfarius back, I guess, if you know what I mean. Like, just give us a named character.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, bring like Alfaria, like bring like someone like Alfarius or Omegon, bring someone like Pert, bring someone like Lorgar. And in my opinion, don't make them Lords of War, like how you have the other Demon Primarchs. Make them HQs.
Okay, here's the thing. If they released the supplements, they're not going to be releasing Primarchs first. They're going to release just minor characters. Like, do not trust. I really don't want them to. And also, I feel like we'll see which one they go for. Obviously, the non, well, there isn't a non-demon one. Abaddon, give him an HQ because he's supposed to be. That's fine. I'm okay with Lorgar being an HQ. Same with Perturabo. That's all of them. Basically, any of them that aren't the Chaos ones.
Like the
main ones.
Because Lorgar, because Lorgar and Pert are demon princes. But if you even look at pages that they have of them as demon princes, they're not huge.
They're not of a specific chaos god. Meanwhile, Angron and Fulgrim are much stronger by comparison.
Yeah, like if you look, I personally despise what Lorgar looks like as a demon prince because he's literally just a Lorgar but spiky head. Have you, Lucas? Have you seen what Lorgar looks like?
I've seen what he looks like. You don't have to send it. I know what he looks like.
I know. I'm just searching it up so that I can also see it again. Yeah, it's literally just him, but with a spiky head and like glowy chest.
And glowy head.
Yeah, like he doesn't look like someone who would be like Demon Primarch, like Lord of War sized.
No, that's something for like Angron.
Yeah, like Angron and Fulgrim.
Yeah, Perturabo, I still don't get why he's a demon prince, but whatever.
Because of what Fulgrim did to him.
Well, I get why. It's just kind of like, okay, well, all right then.
Yeah,
because even the Iron Warriors don't give a shit. They're like, we don't even care about chaos.
It's because Fulgrim, Perturabo died.
Oh,
Fulgrim killed him.
They still don't care. They're like, okay, well, we still don't care.
Yeah, I know, but the Chaos Gods care about him. It's one-sided love. It's one-sided love.
Well, Perturabo likes the Chaos Gods, but like the Iron Warriors are like, cool. We use demons for our demon forges. That's it.
Well, yeah, but like even so, what's it called? Like if like what you told me, if like commissars can get turned into demon princes, 100% fucking Pert can as well.
Well, basically anyone, yeah. I know. I'm just saying, it's just like
because Pert got killed by Fulgrim to become a demon prince. Fulgrim became a demon prince, and then later Pert got resurrected as a demon prince. Even so that no one actually knows what Pert looks like as a demon prince.
I'm almost certain we might see something. Wait.
No, there's no picture of him.
Hold on.
Like no one knows. People know where he is. They just don't know what he looks like.
I feel like it's gonna. I looked up Perturabo Demon Prince. I got a picture of Megatron from the Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, accurate.
It probably is that. Let's be honest.
It's like the only pictures we have of Perturabo are him back in 30K.
He's probably just as much of a man-child then as he is now. Or as much of a man-child now as he was.
But yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
Last thing to say about one last thing to say about Slaanesh is very quick. Slaanesh's number is 6. His fucking greater demon is the Keeper of Secrets. The most powerful Keeper of Secrets is Shalaxi Hellbane, who is a badass. And I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, I don't think we're missing anything.
I don't think so either. All I'm going to say is Slaaneshi models, give us more of them.
Yeah, also a side note.
Give us more demons.
Demon armies, Slaanesh is by far the weakest.
Contrary, it's one of the strongest, actually.
I'm talking about in-game.
I know.
How the fuck is it the strongest? I've heard nothing about it being strong.
I've only heard about it being strong. One of the things that they can do is, I'm pretty sure, I think it's one of their, I think it might be one of their, I forget the fucking name right now.
If you say endless spell, I'm going to kill you.
No, I know that's AOS. Okay. It's not an endless spell. It's, I'm trying to remember the fucking name. Stratagem. It might be a stratagem, but I forget. Essentially, they have an ability where even if you charge them, they attack first.
That's not that good an ability. That doesn't make them good. That's terrible.
How?
That doesn't do anything.
They're one of the strongest melee units in the game, too.
That also doesn't seem right. No. I refuse to accept that's true. Okay, Bloodletters, they get their stupid attack twice shit almost all the time. Nurgle, they hit disgusting resilience along with all the other tanky shit they come with. Zinch, psychic powers out the ass. No. Slaanesh is not good, okay? That's not a good ability. That's a shitty ability. Also, they're hard countered by an entire faction. Eldari, a very commonly played faction, counters them hard.
They also counter said faction.
How? What did
they counter each other? I'm pretty sure they counter each other. But here's the thing. Okay.
No, hold on. Fine for because all Eldari.
I'm trying to find their fucking. I'm trying to find their rules.
Let them reroll or have +1 to hit or whatever against Slaanesh.
Reroll ones against Slaanesh.
Fucking way. That's still fucking good. There's no fucking way. I've heard nothing good about Slaanesh ever, even by people who fucking like them. I've never heard anyone say anything good about their demons. There's no fucking way they're that good.
I've heard that they're one of the best by from several people.
Who the fuck are these people?
Keep in mind, we both have very limited sources because you have the people at your store and I have the people at my store on the server.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay. But here's the thing. I also look into metas and shit. I have never, at any point, I've never seen them do well. I also want to point this out. First off, Eldar are very commonly used. Slaanesh will do shit against that. A. B. Fighting first in the fight phase is not that good an ability. It's pretty shit.
I mean, it basically makes it so that a charge against you is useless.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, how? Okay, the whole point of a charge is that you charge so that you can attack first, right?
No, it's so you can melee. I don't think.
Yeah, but if you get to melee first.
No, if I charge with 30 Gene Stealers, cool, you kill 3 of them. That's not going to matter. That won't matter. Fighting first in a fight phase doesn't mean shit. Unless it's
Here. Quicksilver, here. So, if you're running more than 21, all of them have 5+ vulnerability saving throws because they're demon models.
Okay.
2, whilst this unit contains 20 or more models, increase their attack characteristics by 1, meaning they get to attack the Demonettes get to attack 3 times, the Allures gets to attack 4 times. Quicksilver Swiftness. This model always fights first in the fight phase, even if they didn't charge. If the enemy has units that have charged or they have similar ability, then alternate choosing units to fight with, starting with the player whose turn it is taking place. You always go first, even if you got charged.
Okay, that's still a shitty ability.
How?
If I'm charging you,
it negates a charge.
It doesn't negate a charge. It just means you fight first.
Yeah, thus basically negating the point of a charge is you go in. The point
of a charge is to be melee combat.
Oh yeah, but Locust, if I charge with my 20 Gene Stealers, I'm attacking with my 20 Gene Stealers first, then you're attacking, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. In the Gene Stealer example, okay, cool. You kill 2 of them. That's still a shit ton of attacks. The point I'm trying to make
it. They don't deal that little damage. They don't deal that little damage.
What? How? Okay, dude.
Their melee things have an AP -1 and they deal 1 damage. And when you're resolving an attack, if you roll a wound roll of 6, it gets an AP -4.
Okay, that's not unique to them. Okay, but here's the thing. That's still not that good. Also, not to mention the lack of units they have. They're not very aggressive, and if their whole gimmick revolves around them being charged, okay, I'm just not gonna fucking charge.
So you're not gonna go into melee against them.
And if I do, I'll just be careful before I do it. How many demons?
They also, what's it called? Here. Up to 20.
Okay.
Up to 20, as well as they can have an Instrument of Chaos, which makes it so that, whenever they advance or charge, you add one, they get a +1 to advance or charges. And they have a Demonic Icon, which makes it so that if you roll a 1 when you take a morale test, everyone passes, as well as you get D6 Demonettes back.
Okay, dude, they're still not that good.
That's only Demonettes, so that's not even counting Fiends who...
That's still not very good.
That's their basic unit, and it's already a pretty good basic unit.
No, it's not. I've watched battle reports. I've watched so much shit about them. I've never seen them do well once.
Fiends...
They're fucking shit.
Fiends subtract 1 from psychic tests if they're within 12 inches. They also get to attack first if they charge.
Okay.
And if Fiends, you cannot fall back from Fiends unless you can fly.
Cool. So they have 1 extra ability than every single Tyranid ever.
What?
Tyranids, the whole -1 to psychic abilities is something almost all Tyranids share. The only thing that's unique there, other than the ability to fight first, which still isn't that good an ability, is the you can't fall back thing. And if someone's aware of that, they're just not going to charge it.
But then I charge you.
You're just going to be smart about it.
But then I charge you.
Cool.
So good. You didn't charge me. I charge you. I get to attack with all my guys first, and then that's it. Their weapons also deal a shit ton of damage.
Okay. Still, I don't think they're not that good, though.
They're not as bad as you say they are. They're one of the better demon models.
No, they're not.
They have more damage than the other demon models.
I really don't think that. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Before this is going on longer than I want. Still, because I'm looking at this. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm doing this.
You also have the Hellflayer, which costs 70 points and is really damn powerful. You also have Seekers.
Hold on. Shush. Okay, we're going to compare this. Okay, so Demonettes. I'm going to pull up their sheet now. Okay, I'm looking at all this shit now. Okay, I'm pulling this up. So Demonettes. So yes, they get an extra 1 if they do that. They have +5 invulnerability save, and they always fight first in the fight phase. Yes, that is I just want to point out for a ton of extra points. First off, these are basically Gene Stealers, except with less attacks. A, and B, not as and more expensive. Let me just point that out.
They're not more expensive. Okay. 20 Demonettes is not more expensive than a 20 ball. Also, you can run a max of 30 on them.
Okay, anyway, so that's that.
And 30 Demonettes costs actually around the same as a 20 ball.
Okay, hold on. So there's that. And then we're on to Horrors. Okay. So they have a 4-up invulnerability save. They have a 4-up invulnerability save.
Pink Horrors have a 4-up invulnerability save. Blue Horrors have a 5-up.
Hold on. I'm doing this. When psychic tests are done, the witch test is taken, you can roll d6 instead of a 2d6. So 2d6 in addition, when the student masters a smite, whilst it contains fewer than 10 pink horrors, the closest visible enemy within 18 inches can only suffer one wound, whatever. While the unit contains 20 or more pink horrors,
basically they get one extra shot.
They get assault 3. They're psychers. They get spit attack. Okay, cool.
It's basically this.
Bloodletters.
We're moving on. Pink Horrors get a 4+ invulnerability save. Blue Horrors get a 5+, and Brimstone get a 6. What's it called? An iridescent horror counts as a pink horror for ability purposes. When you're doing a Deny the Witch or a psychic thing, you can roll an additional d6. If there's 20 or more, they get 1 additional shot, pink horrors only. And the psychic unit, basically, I read about that yesterday. What it does is, even if you roll Perils of the Warp, it'll only affect one model, and it won't hurt anyone else. Even if that model dies, the actual proc that hurts every unit around it doesn't happen unless it's the last horror.
Okay, hold on. So we're still not done here. So then we're going to go on to the... I'm just trying to pull this up.
Yes, so Bloodletters.
So we're going to
get a 5. Bloodletters get a 5+ invulnerability save.
I'm saying this.
Mm-hmm.
So 5-up invulnerability save. They add 1 hit rolls made when they have more than 20 units. And they also, if they charge, or perform heroic intervention, they add 1 to their...
Hello?
attack characteristics and add 1 to their strength.
Hello, you?
5
shit,
and make them have 2 attacks each. Yes, hi. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, continue.
Oh, okay. Hi, can you hear me? What? Whoa, what's up?
Continue.
Okay, I was screaming too much. Okay, so so they get strength 5 instead, and they get 2 attacks instead of 1. So there's that. And I also want to just point this out real quick before I forget.
They have a strength stronger by 1. So anyway, that's plus 1 whenever they hang on. Their strength is stronger by 1, plus 1 if they charge, and they have the same amount of attacks as a demonette if they charge. However, if you're running more than 20 demonettes, that no longer applies.
Yeah, but also their weapons are AP minus 3 naturally. Mm-hmm. And on 1 plus of a 6, you add 2 to the damage characteristic for bloodletters. So let me continue on. So other than just the thing they have, other than just the AP minus 4, bloodletters naturally have AP minus 3. Then if we go on to the plague bearers, they have
Nurglings. We won't even go over. Nurglings are literally just meat shields.
Well, to do more than that, but yeah. So basically, if it contains 20 or more models, you must subtract 1 from all hit rolls to attacks targeting them. Cool. Plus 5 vulnerability save, and they have disgusting resilience, as well as they can reroll hit rolls of 1. In my opinion, out of everything here, Demonettes are the worst one. Because, okay, cool. That shit to attack first doesn't mean anything. Their weapon just gives them AP minus 4. Meanwhile, bloodletters naturally have AP minus 3 and can also attack more times. And plague bears are
they cannot attack more times. They attack less times.
We
just went over that math.
Let me rephrase this. Sorry, they hit harder. Okay, they hit much harder, and in the same blob. They attack less times. But the thing with Demonettes is because of how many times they attack. Generally will mean they hit less times because they only have AP minus 1. Meanwhile, bloodletters, even though they attack less times, will have a higher chance of hitting. Also, on a roll of 6, is also damage.
But on the natural roll of 6 for the Demonettes is an AP minus 4.
That still doesn't increase the damage.
Yeah, but it still means you're going to hit a lot more. Because here's the thing: if you're hitting 30,
but here's the difference. On the same thing. For bloodletters, that's already AP minus 3, and it's 2 extra damage. So the damage suddenly becomes 3 instead of 1.
Let me check one more thing about that.
That's a lot harder. And the plague bearers are just tanky as shit, and they're basically space marines. Basically plague marines. Demonettes.
They have a toughness of 4. They are not basically plague marines.
No, I said they have higher toughness than both Demonettes and bloodletters.
They have the same toughness as all of them. A toughness of 4.
No.
They have a toughness of 4 versus a toughness of 3. Big whoop. It's a 1. It's an increase of 1.
I'm just saying, like they still have. I meant they have the same shit as.
If anything, in my opinion, honestly, in my opinion, horrors are the worst. For the fact that they have literally no melee unless you're running blue horrors, and blue horrors have horrible melee.
Psychers.
But you only get to use 1 psyker thing on them per turn.
Yeah, same with warlocks, and they're still good.
But a warlock is a single model, and the warlocks usually have weapons. Horrors basically don't. If you just still charge into melee range against them, and they're dead.
Okay, still here's
which is why they have the higher invuln saving throw. But the thing is, not only I'll agree, maybe Demonettes are weaker, but if you look at Fiends and Hellflayers and Seekers and the Exalted Seeker Chariot, those are ridiculous.
Scarbrand.
Okay, Shalexi Hellbane.
Okay.
My guy, just saying, you just compared heavy support and a fast attack to a high cost HQ. And also Shalexi Hellbane is more expensive than Scarbrand. No, Scarbrand is the most expensive one. So
look, here's the thing. Out of the 3 basic troops,
I agree.
Demonettes are Demonettes are on the lower end. They're not good.
In my opinion, they're low end to middle.
They're low. They are low end.
Well, there's 4 of them, so they're either best, second best, third best, or worse. In my opinion, they're bloodletters and them are kind of scraping the middle.
No, bloodletters, plague bears, Demonettes, blue horrors, and that's just to appease you. I genuinely believe.
I do not think.
I believe they're lesser than blue horrors.
Blue horrors are not blue horror. Pink maybe, not blue.
Pink horrors. Pink horrors. Sorry, I meant pink horrors.
Okay, because blue horrors are literal dog shit.
Pink horrors, because you can still deny it's and smite.
Blue horrors have strength of 2, toughness of 3, 1 wound, 1 attack, 7 leadership, and they have no weapon.
Psyker, though.
Never mind. Yeah, so that means 1 Psyker out of a unit of 30. The other 29 are useless.
Fair. Point is...
And also, going to their elites, again, Fiends are stupid. You can't run away from them if they charge you, and they're gonna charge you. And their weapons deal a lot of damage. Same with Hellflayers. Hellflayers deal a ridiculous amount of damage, and they always attack first, even when charged.
Okay, how about the... Hold on, let me just pull up their elites. I can't...
Their elites are... What's it called? They only have Fiends.
Okay, let me just...
The Beast of Nurgle is shit. The Flamers are... The Blood Crushers are really expensive, but good.
Okay, here's the thing. How about this? If you ever play Slaanesh Demons against or with them, we'll test it. But just from looking at their troops, which are what you're using the most generally in a demon army, they are shit.
Well, yeah, but there's
Demonettes are not good.
Which is why they're cheap. They are the cheapest one. They are the cheapest base model.
Yeah, they're not, because they're basically worse gene stealers.
Well, yeah, but they're also cheaper gene stealers.
Yeah, but it kind of removes what makes gene stealers good.
Well, yeah, but that's what they have elites for. They have their Fiends. They have the Hellflayer. They have the Seeker and the Seeker Chariots.
They're not that good, though, still. And
Did you even see the rules about them?
Yes.
A Hellflayer charging you, attacking 5 times with a bladed axe.
Okay. But that still doesn't... Okay.
That is twice the strength, AP -1, damage 2, and you get to make D6 additional attacks with it.
D6 isn't that good, though.
D6 additional attacks. You were saying how bloodthirsters are bloodletters are good because they get to get 1 additional attack when they charge. This is attacking you 11 times with this weapon that has twice the strength and an AP -1.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I said bloodletters are good because they have AP -3.
This thing has AP -1 damage of 2, not counting their other things. Slaanesh models aren't meant to be these like beefy tank destroyers. Fiends are actually.
Okay, I'm just saying. In general, first off, their army ability is terrible.
Well, yeah, because all of a sudden, no, that is not terrible.
Good. Yes, it is. It is not a good ability. Like, there's a reason people were mad about Inari getting that. Terrible. It means nothing.
Why?
Look, there's a reason people were mad with Inari. It's not a good ability. How often... Okay, if you're fighting in the fight phase, and you're charging with a unit, for example, Gene Stealers, you don't care if you lose a few of them. Because they're still fucking Gene Stealers.
That's not the point of a 20 ball. The point of a 20 ball is to charge, kill everything, and then run away. So that you don't get shot on.
You're generally not going to kill everything in one phase.
Yes, you are. You've played games against people that were planning against that. You don't.
No, you're not. I play Gene Stealers. They don't.
But you didn't use the stratagem. You told me you didn't use the stratagem that lets you attack twice in the fight phase.
Because that's 3 command points. Who the fuck is doing that?
Anyone playing a 2,000 point game point, aka the most common game.
That's not the most common.
That if everyone who I've seen in servers and YouTube videos say that 2,000 points is the standard. 2,000 points is what Games Workshop balances their games around.
Okay,
1,000 points is lower.
Still, look, all I'm going to say is to end this quickly. My opinion, Demonettes are not good, and I don't personally like the Slaanesh army, and I think it doesn't work very well. And of the 4, I think it's the worst. However, I'm just going to say this. If they ever get a buff, or if I ever see them competitively used, and or see a battle report that actually has them winning, I will look into it. But I personally have never played, seen, or heard about Demonettes or Slaanesh and the Slaanesh army in general doing well. I've personally never seen it, but I could be wrong. We will see. If Emperor's Children do come out, I do hope that they can take Slaanesh units. I do believe the Demonettes might be useful in that way. But we will see, because I am not sure.
Yeah, I'm not talking about just Demonettes being strong, by the way. Usually what I've seen people do in demon armies is they will run actually bloodletters as their main troops, and also maybe like plague bearers to be like a tanky forefront.
So you're talking about a soup army then. You're not talking about a Slaanesh army.
Yes, that's a demon army. Demon armies are soup armies. They are not unified. You know that, right?
Yes, but you were just okay.
I was saying that how the Slaanesh demons are some of the stronger. I wasn't talking about I wasn't talking about.
But as an army, people will generally play them as one demon army. I'll usually see that, and from what I have seen, you can run the other three. I'm gonna put blue horrors in quotes there, because you can semi-do it. You can run them as their own individual. Slaanesh, you can't, because they on their own are not good. That's what I was getting at.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Because they do have some of the stronger models in the game. Like, again, the Exalted Secret Chariot being really fucking powerful. Same with the Hellflayer and Fiends. Fiends are seen as one of the best, demon elites.
Where? I've never heard any of this.
For the fact that if they charge you, you can't run away from them, meaning they can potentially just lock an area up. They can they can lock an army out of combat. You can't fall back. You can't use stratagems to fall back. And a lot of Slaaneshi models have weapons that can attack enemy units in close quarters, like their whips. The Hellflayer whip can attack any model, even if it's in close combat with a friendly model.
Hold on, let me check that one. Which unit did it? Okay, which units have that? The whip.
Pretty sure it's the Hellflayers.
I don't know how true that is, though, because let me check that.
Lashes of Torment, 6 inches of range, D6 assault, strength of 4, AP 0, no AP, damage of 1. This weapon can be fired even if there are enemies within 1 inch of the bearer.
Which unit has this?
The Hellflayer.
Okay, hold on, let me find him. Can I not find you? Is he in elite?
Hellflayer, he's a fast attack.
Okay. Okay. Flash of Torment, okay. That says it within 1 inch of friendly units. It doesn't say anything about.
That means that they're friendly. That means they're friendly. That means they're in close quarters. You can't be within 1 inch of a model. You can't be within 1 inch of a model and not be in close quarters. That's a rule. You can't end a movement phase 1 inch away from a model because you have to charge to enter close quarters combat. You can't end within 1 inch of a model.
Hold on. I'm looking into this. Because it would say that, though.
It's a rule. You can't end a movement phase within 1 inch of a model, or else you consider.
Well, okay. From what I've seen, what it means, it's essentially a clever way of saying you can still shoot. It's essentially a pistol. That's what I'm finding about it.
Yeah, it's a pistol with 6 inches of range. You can shoot yourself or other enemies, even with it.
But what I think it means is if you're in combat, it means I don't think it means you can just shoot another model in combat, another separate unit in combat. I think what it's talking about is
what it says is this weapon can be fired even if there are enemy units within 1 inch of the bearer, and attacks made with this weapon can target enemy units within 1 inch of friendly units. Meaning, if I'm charging, let's say I'm charging, what's it called?
I get how it works. No. I get how it works. But what I mean is, because of the combat rule, I don't know if I think it's referring to the same model. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Or else it would worded.
Or else it would literally just say pistol. Or else it would be just marked as a pistol and have no additional rule. But it's marked as an assault D6 with it saying that it can attack enemy units that are within 1 inch of friendly models. I've seen other things that can do stuff like that. I'm pretty sure, like, I forget if it was Mortarion or there was one model I saw.
Not Mortarion.
There was a model I saw, I forget from which army, but it had that rule where it can attack units that are within 1 inch of friendly models, meaning in close quarters combat. Because you can't be within 1 inch of of any model that isn't part of your army without being close quarters combat. Because you have to charge.
It's not specific. It's not good enough. Okay, so I'm looking into this. Okay. I kind of wish there was I don't think they FAQ'd it. I'm trying to see if there's an official ruling of it because it's weird. FAQs, okay. Because this doesn't sound right. Demons, where are you? Where is the demon?
Here, this was asked in what's it called? DACA forum, one of the 40K forums.
No, that's what I'm looking for, an official source. It doesn't say. Oh wait, hold on. No, I'm just looking in this. The reason I don't trust it is because it's a public forum and it could be updated. That's why I wanted to look for the FAQ specifically. Because the FAQs, I'm looking at an FAQ now. Because that's what I trust the most. Okay. Okay, just hang on. Demonettes. Demonet. Okay. Okay, that's all I need. Okay, there's some updated data sheets, flush hounds, blood crushers. Okay, I'm not finding anything. I think it's a very vague rule.
No, it's literally what it says. I was reading the DACA forum thing, and what people are saying is it's essentially it's a pistol without the restrictions of a pistol, meaning you can shoot at other models that are within the range. That's why it only has 6 inches of range.
Okay, look, I still think it's vague. I don't really know how to take that. I'm still going to say it's up in the air as to how it exactly works. I personally think it's a little weird. Why not specifically say it can do that? If that's what it can do, why are you doing a roundabout way of explaining that? I think that's, like, I don't understand why they can't just word it as, okay, you can target other models in combat. Why not word it that way? Why word it in such a weird way?
I mean, GW always words rules in weird ways.
Not always. They could have done it in a different way. Anyway. Look, I'm just going to say it's up in the air. It's very odd. I'm going to have to look into it a bit more. I'm going to ask tournament organizer, I know, see how that goes. But I'm just going to say it's up in the air. It might work that way. It might not. I don't know. It's very odd. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I'm going to ask the server about it.
For fuck's sake. No, don't ask the server about it.
I'm going to ask the server. I don't know why you hate them so much. It's literally no different than a fucking store.
No, it's because...
just because you had one bad experience with them doesn't mean that they're fucking bad. It just means you had a bad experience because you asked a rather vague question. You just asked
what I'm talking about, and I don't hate the server. No, I was bringing... Oh, never mind. I'm not getting into it. Anyway, point is, we've ranted, and we're supposed to end a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to end it. I'm very tired. So... Yeah, okay, so yeah, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, after what's probably been an extra hour.
Extra action? Not really. Extra like 30 minutes.
Extra while.
Yeah, okay, an extra chunk.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, it's been the Real Heresy Hours Podcast. I'm Locust.
And I'm Void.
All right, and we'll see you probably next week, depending. Night.
See you.